Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to today's realistic review in which we are taking a look at the German Ju-87 R-2 Libya. Now of course that Libya is I think referring to the skin because I could not find any differences with the R2, the regular 3 version. This one is a premium 1.3 battle rating, early Jengar 87, lovely planes of course, very famous, iconic plane from the early Second World War. We've got a new patch going on as well, Danger Zone, and I went into the Danger Zone in this Jengar, not the F-14A Tomcat, which is a lovely plane of course, but it's top tier and it's 11.3. Yeah, I have something to say about that as well. But anyway, yesterday was a busy day for me and I only had limited time to fly. And I thought to fly to get some success, and guaranteed video for the next day will be in this new Ju-87 with a lovely skin made for the desert of course. And yeah, it's an R2, man, what can we say? It's a very reliable, steady dive bomber that can net you a lot of results, and with its 2 guns it can also function as a support fighter. It has a powerful air brake and it has some good flaps on her, so this plane is quite versatile and quite fun to fly when it comes to that. Now, is she fast? No, she is not very fast, although at 1.3 battle rating I guess these speeds are not bad, but they are more in the average range. The maximum speed in a straight line without WEP is 318 kilometers an hour, 346 with WEP. At 4500 meters you can take her to 292 without WEP, 304 with WEP. And finally at 6500 meters she'll go up to 246 without WEP and 260 with. Now this WEP, this war emergency power the Germans had in the early war, was quite effective, and it is also true for this plane. Very nice extra power boost when you use the WEP, but she does overheat very quickly though, so you cannot use it for a long time. It's just a short boost, otherwise you will cook the engine. We don't want that. Top speed in a dive is 646 kilometers an hour before she redlines, and 700 kilometers an hour before she rips apart. Now that's only 54 kilometers an hour for that window there, but I mean she doesn't really go that fast in a dive. The acceleration is not great, and yeah, and you have the air brake that will slow you down whenever you wish it. We're trying to kill this guy with my 1000 kilogram bomb, but didn't take him low enough, but I did get a crit on him, so yeah, it almost worked. No fire, unfortunately. Anyway, those speeds are an indicated airspeed without mech. The control stiffening in this plane starts at around 300 kilometers an hour for the roll rate for the aileron compression, and 400 kilometers an hour is the second one. After that she doesn't roll anymore almost. The roll rate is bad to begin with, by the way, so that is nothing to write home about, and especially when you go over the top is where she doesn't want to roll too well. In a rolling corkscrew, as you see, it is acceptable, the roll rate, but as you reach certain speeds it will become less and less good. I mean before 300 she's at her best when it comes to that. The stall speed in this plane is 90 kilometers an hour, which is quite alright for an early plane. Firepower is average, ammo load is good. You run with 2 7.92mm MG17 machine guns with 500 rounds per gun, and you have a turret, also a 7.92mm MG15 machine gun with 9. What did I write here? God damn it, almost can't see it. 900 rounds per gun. Okay, yeah. I think that's what it says. Well, if I'm wrong there, it could also be 980. I'm not exactly sure. Either 980 or 900. I didn't write. I wrote everything down quite small this time. Anyway, 250 kilogram bomb can be equipped, 500 kilogram and a 1000 kilogram bomb. Now that 1000 kilogram bomb is quite nice. You can, in some columns when they drive a little bit close together, you can get 12, 13, 14, 15 targets in one go. I had quite the results when throwing this bomb, so very nice. You can also destroy a base with it in one go, so that is also good. The performance in this plane yeah, below average to bad, basically. The acceleration in a straight line is below average. In a dive it's average. Energy retention in the horizontal is below average, and in the vertical she is bad, especially with any kind of bomb equipped. You cannot test this plane with without load, so I tested it with the lightest load, the 250 kilogram bomb. So you have to imagine that if you're running the 1000 kilogram bomb, you have 750 kilograms more with you, and she will do even worse. So there is that. Keep that in mind when you fly her. The climb rate in this plane is bad. It takes a long time to get up to altitude. Thank God you get a bomber spawn with this thing, because she is a dive bomber. Although she could be described as an attacker, of course, the way she looks, but you get a bomber spawn, and she definitely needs that with this bad climb rate. Turn time in the plane is average, above average with flaps. The flaps rip off at around 500 kilometers an hour. The maneuverability, the sustained turn time is one of its strengths in the plane, although of course with 1.3 battle rating you're flying against biplanes all the time. It's not so much of a strength. In up tiers to 2.3 you have more chances to out-turn people. The roll rate, as I said, is bad. Overall maneuverability is average. Nothing too bad for a plane like this. There is bad overheating in the plane, as I said. Overheats fairly quickly and it cools off reasonably fast. So also got to say that the engine doesn't die very quickly. So you can heat her up, you can overheat this engine and even damage it when it's amber, stuff like that. It takes a long time for it to die. It doesn't go to the black very quickly. So this is quite a survivable plane when it comes to that, because she usually will take you home even when the engine is damaged. So there is that. Durability, as I said, is decent, can take a lot of damage. The repair cost is 140 Silver Lions, which is excellent, very low. Most premium planes are a little bit lower, but even as premium planes go, this plane is extremely low. So there's almost no repair cost to this plane. That is a big boost for it. The rewards, you get an RP booster or modifier 310%, and the Silver Lion one is 120%. The research point one is very good. There's some planes that also have 310, but it is basically I haven't seen any higher ones from the other nations that I checked. And the Silver Lion booster with 120% is excellent. So this plane, there are other planes that have 310 for the research points for the unlocking of rank 1. This one also has that, but she's also excellent for the Silver Lion earning. And I can tell you that this plane can definitely net you some guaranteed results. You have two forward-facing smaller caliber machine guns. And you have a 1000 kilogram bomb. You can either get a base or a column or part of a column. Guaranteed almost always you will hit that. And sometimes you die when you get out of it. For example, in this match I got the column and I escaped alive, and now I got my kill in the bag trying to get another one. But this plane almost always gives you some results. So with that repair cost, even dying, it doesn't make too much of a difference. With 140 Silver Lions, you will always make Silver Lions with this thing. So there is that. If you're short on money, this is a great plane when it comes to that. The belts that I used were universal for the forward-facing machine guns. They are fitted with an AP tracer shell, another armor piercing, and then an incendiary shell and an armor piercing incendiary shell. The tracers have AP tracer rounds, and the stealth belt has one armored incendiary shell and 3 AP shells, I believe, and then an armored incendiary again. So those belts are all viable. The default belts you don't want to use. For the turrets the same, there's ball ammo in the turret ammo as well in the default, so that's not usable. Furthermore, you have armored and you have AP tracers. The armored has a lot of AP and the RP tracer has some incendiary in there as well. So it's all personal taste. I ran with the AP tracer because of the incendiary and the capability to put somebody on fire with the back gunner. The roles you want to play in this plane, you can play is base bombing, close air support, and support fighter. You get a surprising amount of air kills in this plane. And yeah, sometimes you get overwhelmed, but as I said, it doesn't matter because you almost have no repair cost. 140 Silver Lions, that's nothing. And with the Silver Lion modifier on this thing, you will definitely make money in this plane. I guess that is the upside to this plane. With the guns, the great bomb, the 1000 kilogram bomb, which is definitely great at 1.3. You've got your air brake, you've got your powerful flaps, you've got the forward facing guns. And yeah, you've got a decent to, well, for a plane like this, it's an average to above average turn time. But for a plane that is supposed to be a bomber, you get good advantage in the turn time. Also, you get a bomber spawn in this plane, which is also quite nice to have. You always start above the fighter, so you can even use this as a fighter bomber to go after the bombers and stuff like that. So there is very diverse roles, varied roles for this plane to fulfill. You can take her into ground battles with that 1000 kilogram bomb, and soft targets you can use the guns. You can even go fighter mode in ground RB as well after you throw off that bomb. So there's a lot to do in this plane. I found it very nice that there was another Ju-87 to be added with this skin, the Libya version. I mean, it's the same as the R2, but anyway, all in all, it's a fun plane to fly. Now let's see what kind of rewards we got. We got Thunderer, 19,000 Silver Lions, and 1000 research points. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. The Ju-87 R2 Libya, a plane that costs, what was it again? Was it 250 or 400? Now I forgot, I bought it, but I bought all the other early new premiums that they added as well. So I don't remember if this one costed me 250 Golden Eagles or 400. In any case, it's cheap. And what I just said, you get a lot for the money. You get a good Silver Lion booster. You get also a very good research point booster. Excellent on the Silver Lion earning with almost 0 repair cost with 140 Silver Lions. Haven't seen them that low very often. Haven't seen anything that's lower, by the way. Even in the premium planes at the low level, they are usually 200, 230, something like that. This one is 140. There's almost no cost to this plane, even when you die. So, and you get a guaranteed hit with this 1000 kilogram bomb when you get it. In the beginning you get a 251, but even then you get rewards. And you have the 2 guns that you get from the start. And they can get you a bomber, they can get you a fighter, especially on smaller maps. You're always above the fighters. You can even take no bombs or the 251. You cannot take no bombs, by the way, because I experienced that. You cannot go flying without a bomb, so there's no bomb option. So 250 is the least you can do, but with that you can definitely go and do a little bit of support fighting, support fighter rolling, or however you want to say it. It's nice. It's nice, this plane, definitely. I can definitely recommend her if you want to start a German 3. It is quite a money maker, and it's an iconic plane, man. Who doesn't want to fly in a Jengar 87? God damn, fantastic. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment. And if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.